It's Week 13 of the 2022 season, and the spotlight is on Nick Chubb, closing in on 1,000 yards rushing on the year. It's the Browns and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they...
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a 1997 graduate of Union College, Rawson Marshall. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Maurice Hurst. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Nifty move. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 12 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Chubb running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Nice play by Jerry Hughes to drop him behind the line.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, he'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and a very good return as he'll take it all the way out to the 40-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
But sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football.
Under pressure, they got him again. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Throwing on third down, Watson. And here he's got Grant.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The big story in this one, of course, Deshaun Watson back in Houston where he began his career. Drafted 12th overall in 2017. Three-time Pro Bowler as a Texan. And was officially traded to Cleveland back on April 27th. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Chubb will get the call, running left. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Hard to believe this guy was watching us from his living room last week. Now he's under center here for an NFL team.
And not many teams were in the market to sign him, but you have to believe that this team felt like we saw something previously in this guy, and now he has a chance to prove it with us.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll drop to throw. And it's complete. This is Brandon Bolden.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well
that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Watson. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 2nd down, Watson. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns.
It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash.
York able to send this one through.
And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a 2nd straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. It's caught, left side, Bolden. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson
going out wide, finds Chubb.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Watson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson.
Got a man, that's high.
And he lost the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And here comes the Texans now.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it to Cooks.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys run up the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Damian Pierce, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was all capped off by a run from the rookie, Damian Pierce.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Charles, you got to think the number one goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt him 3 times. The fumble cost him potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Watson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Watson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Desmond King back deep. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over. Brandon Cooks trots back onto the field with the rest of this Texan offense.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
James has got it, complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Watson now to throw. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland 1st.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's James.
2nd and 4.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. formation on second down. Again, it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he's got some space here.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's called a spot there for his first carry of the game, but honestly, they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They'll look to throw again. There again is Cooks, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We begin with a couple of teams who met in the playoffs just a few years back. Peyton Manning versus Ray Lewis. It's Denver heading east to take on Baltimore. And it's the Ravens out in front as that game moves towards halftime. DeMarcus Robinson, a touchdown reception. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. and that game all tied up with the visiting Green Bay Packers. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half, and they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked, and I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd and 4. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete.
And he is going to have the Texans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll drop to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. On 2nd and 9, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st down, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. From just shy of midfield, Watson, he finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they'd pick that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Ross, complete. On play action, they'll throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And now the Browns coming out on the field.
And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Watson now to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down,
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Here's Bolden to start the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch.
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Bolden.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
From the end zone, Watson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Watson. His throw incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The Browns on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Give them 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. They run the option here on 1st and 10. A good pickup there at 22. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
And defensively, you're going to have some guys with hands on hips looking to the heavens right now. You've got a fairly clean shot at the quarterback here, but he's able to worm his way out of that initial contact. And not only that, he's able to hot-foot it downfield for good yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll try the air now with Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. From the 27, Watson. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Watson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
York on now for the extra point.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On the handoff, they start with Bolden.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw is Watson.
He's got Ayuk once again.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. A give. This is Chubb. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second down and goal. Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Again, it's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Harrison Bryant, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
So now the Texans down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Into the hands of Cooks.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Johnson. Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And again, it's Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Browns, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.